This is the 2021 Kia Rio EX Premium. It's the top of the line, and I know what you're thinking. I've seen the car before. I'm not too excited by the car, but this car has a whole lot of stuff added to it, including things that Telluride doesn't even have right now, that make that car worth looking at. It is absolutely a class leader. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spend about a half an hour talking about this car today. If we're over a half an hour, then we've probably gone off topic or any other things. And we're gonna show you in detail every piece of this car because it is absolutely a car that deserves your consideration. So that's what we're gonna look at today. 2021 Kia Rio, features that Telluride doesn't even have because they just said, you know what, this car is not a huge seller. Let's load it with features and make it absolutely crazily the best vehicle in its class, and it is now. It's kind of crazy what they've done in just a year with this car. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take, if you are joining us to see the content of this and you're not live with us, this is a live video. If you're not live with us, you can skip ahead to the 3-minute mark. That's where we'll fill this content of this video. In the meantime, we're gonna let our live audience build and we'll show you how to join us. So there we go. Okay. Coming down here, if you want to join our live video, you're gonna go to our YouTube page. You're probably already on it. You're gonna see that we just have kind of a regular video up here. If you refresh the page exactly at 2 o'clock on a weekday, you will see the live video take over here. Now, I wrote nesting class. I mean to correct that to best in class. I'll try to do that as soon as this video is done. I apologize. And we'll click on that. As you click on that to get into our live video, you're gonna have to watch an ad, and I apologize for that, but that's kind of YouTube these days. Anyways, we're gonna skip that ad. I'm gonna run a quick ad for you. If you're watching this today and you're looking to buy a car in Ontario, connect with me. You can reach out to me and I can connect with our team at Brantford Kia, Brantford Hyundai, or Owen Sound Hyundai. Those are the 3 stores that can take care of you. And if you're anywhere in Ontario, we can be your local dealer. So if you're curious about that, just reach out and we'll tell you how that works. All right, 1 minute to go here. Those of you that are following me, I will not be on tomorrow. I have another vacation booked. I know it feels like I've taken a lot lately, but this is the time of year where I try to get away, simply because there's not a lot of new vehicles. So I will be taking some time off. We'll be back next week. And if you follow me on Instagram, feel free to follow me. I've tended to post pictures there of what's going on. And we'll talk about that. Some people are asking some questions about the car. Yeah, no problem. Give me another 30 seconds. We'll start in on the car. What else is going on here? We talked about the other day the hybrid and PHEV Sorento. We have some specs on that. It is official for Canada. It's going to be an all-wheel drive. It's going to get phenomenal mileage. So that's coming out. You can see a video we just did. I'm about to post a Kia Hyundai class on wireless phone charging. So we'll do that before I leave today. And you can look for that this afternoon. And I think that's it. If you are a regular with us and you haven't hit the like button yet, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're not a regular with us, I hope to earn your like, but it's okay if you want to hit that now as well. All right, here we go. 3 minutes into this video. This is the 2021 Kia Rio. Now, we've talked a lot about Kia Rios. You are probably like me. You kind of think, yeah, I've seen Kia Rios before. They're okay. And yeah, they are. But for 2021, they started stepping up some of the option packages, and this is the EX Premium. And this is the car to get. It blows everything away in its class, including things outside of its class. So let's just talk about what we're looking at right now. First of all, key fob, still the previous generation key fob. You know, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. This will only unlock the trunk. It will not pop the trunk, but you have lock and unlock, panic button, nothing else on the other side there. And I'm gonna put that in my pocket and leave it there the rest of the video because I don't need it for anything, because even though this is a Kia Rio, this EX Premium model with its fancy chrome door handles have a little button right there. That button on the driver's side or on the passenger side can unlock all the doors or lock all the doors as well. So you never have to take the key out of your pocket. Inside, you have cloth seats. They're height adjustable. Excuse the dirt here, guys. This car needs to be detailed before it's going out tomorrow, but I got to it before the detailing team, and that's okay. So seat height adjustable, comfortable, and you have a tilt and telescopic steering wheel. A lot of cars in this class, they will tilt, but they will not be telescopic, and this one is, so that's kind of nice. You can also see a very much upgraded display panel in here. So what we've done is we turned the car to the on position, but because we're indoors, we can't start it. And I don't know if you saw sort of the color graphics in here. Let's see if we can go through and see something with color. Well, you can sort of see there. The camera's not picking it up great, but you can see the red lights on that icon of the car down there. And let me zoom out a little bit. So you've got a really nice display screen here that's on par with many of our higher end vehicles. And in fact, better than some of those vehicles. And there you go, some more color in there. So again, color display screen here, lots of information, lots of stuff to see. Left side tach, right side speedometer, kind of the same as before, but this used to be kind of like an old watch face, and I mean watch face not like this. I mean watch face like the the old Timex watches kind of, that kind of a font was in here before. So not only do you have more information in here, you also have a better display, very crystal clear. For instance, the speedometer right there, I'm having trouble filming it clearly, but it is just a crystal clear display there. So it's really good that way there. Now let's keep walking over here. A lot of people are surprised because this car says it comes with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but those of you that follow me regularly will see when it says press this widget, which is what it says on this car, you have wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. That isn't available on the Telluride on any trim level right now, but you get it here. So here you are in this little Rio, and yeah, this is a typo. Somebody's making fun of my nesting class. You missed the beginning of a video. I did do a typo, tried to fix it before the video. I guess I didn't fix it, so we'll fix that later. The nesting class, what I really mean is best in class. So anyways, in addition to having wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, we'll turn on the radio here, and let's turn that down for a second. Let's go right into the radio. You will see here that you also have HD radio, you also have Sirius satellite radio. So here we are in a car, satellite radio, HD radio. It plays Bluetooth streaming music off your phone or whatever else. You can plug a USB into it to play other MP3 type files. You also have your full Android Auto and Apple CarPlay suite, which of course is available wirelessly in this car. And then you've got things like UVO intelligence in this car as well. Quiet mode, which is absolutely ridiculous in a car like this, but we'll tell you what it does in a second. Let's talk with UVO intelligence. UVO intelligence are 3 buttons on the mirror right here. It is also a cell phone app. This is me holding a cell phone. The cell phone app allows you to remote start the car, check to make sure your car is locked or unlocked or various other things, check your fuel level right from your cell phone app. So you have that, which is again, the same types of features available in all of our top of the line cars you're getting in this car. So again, great feature in there. And that UVO Intelligence app is free for 3 years right now. There will be a cost associated with it in 3 years, but they're still adding features. So if you're asking what the price will be in 3 years, I don't know. They'll probably package price it out, and there'll probably be a few tiers of pricing, and it may or may not be worth it for you, but we'll find out. And the point is, for 3 years, you get that free, and you have the option of doing it later. Yes, the title says, nesting class. I'm a day before vacation. I made a typo, so I apologize for the typo, but thank you every single person for pointing that out. You guys all owe me likes for trying my best. All right, quiet mode, what does it do? It's silly in this car, but let's just show you what it does. It basically turns off the rear speakers and sets the volume level to 7 at the front speakers. The idea is in a larger car, you can allow your rear passengers to sleep or listen to their own music. And I guess in this car, maybe you've got friends in the back that got their earbuds in, they're listening to their own music. So you can, turn off the music back there and just leave it on the front. If you turn on the front and you have it set to volume 7, you still have the option of turning it up higher than volume number 7 here, but it just defaults to that. So Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, quiet mode, UVO intelligence, HD radio, satellite radio, all kinds of things in there that you wouldn't expect. And then you come down here and you get a few more things you wouldn't expect. Automatic climate control, which means you just set the temperature to whatever you want, and whether you need heating or cooling, it will adjust it where it needs to go. It will adjust it from inside or outside the car. It'll give you air conditioning or heat, whatever you need. You just choose the temperature and forget it. It works great. The only thing you're gonna maybe do is maybe your front defrost or your rear defrost. Most of the time, you're just gonna leave it on the auto setting, and that's a pretty great feature. So down here, place to put your phone up top here. It is rubber padded, so it holds your phone nicely. Over here, you have a 12-volt port. The only thing they probably could have added to this car to really complete the package would have been nice to have a wireless charger here. Some of our higher trim cars, you have that, but you don't get that here. I am going to quickly jump out because my exterior lights turned off because they are being blocked by this Jeep, which should be delivered soon. It's in my way. There we go. If it looks like a Jeep we had in here a week or so ago, it's not the same Jeep. We actually sold one and have another one, black one in. All right. So back here, we got the lights on again. USB port if you want to go wired for your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or if you want to bring music in through other ways, you can do that. 12-volt port there, and then another spot for all of your stuff down here, so your phone doesn't have to sit with all of your junk there. And then let's keep going on, and you see even more great features. Rump roasters, heated seats, and in the Rio, they get really hot really fast, and they stay very, very hot. So quite hot here. And then you have the steering wheel heater as well. And then you have the sport mode, so that's the second drive mode, so just 2 drive modes. A lot like the Soul. Soul's only got normal and sport. only it has a drive mode button. This only has normal and sport as well, but it has a sport button. Then the passenger side also has that ROM Proster over here. This is the new transmission that was brought in a couple years ago, and it transforms this car. It was like a 6-speed automatic. Now it's an IVT. A lot of people like and don't like IVTs. If you don't like them, you're probably living in the past. If you do like them, you understand that they're great for fuel efficiency. What you may not also realize is on this car, Kia's IVT system really smooths out the power in this car. And do a review on the Jeep, you won't. I like Jeeps. I used to own a Jeep and I've reviewed a Jeep on here. So yeah, I will. Anyways, people are rude to me today. Anyways, the IVT in this car is very good because it just smooths out the drive. It makes it really drive like a higher end car. And then if you want to choose your own gears, you can choose between 8 ratios, shifting up and shifting down, not 6 ratios. So pretty good there. But then we're not done. You look over here and you have your lane follow assist button along with the lane keeping assist. So lane keeping assist is already on there, which of course can keep you centered in the lane, but lane follow assist is the most advanced version of that we have. And you can see it turns on that extra steering wheel there that turns on and off there. And that allows the car to steer itself, keeping it centered in the lane. And that's kind of an amazing system because the lane follow assist is so much more precise. It works at speeds below 60 kilometers an hour, whereas lane keeping works above 60 kilometers an hour. And the Rio didn't have any of that before, lane keep and lane follow assist. And then you have forward collision avoidance assist because it uses the same camera system to avoid collisions in front of you. That's 11 minutes into this video, 3 minutes since the start. And we're kind of blown away by the features. If you're not paying attention to what's going on in this class. This is absolutely class leading, or as I said at the beginning of the video, nesting class, which I will correct the typo. Then you look up here and you've got a sunroof, but because of the way you sit in this car, a lot of sedans or cars, the sunroof kind of starts beyond you. This one, as you can see, is right above me, which means it actually does give you the ventilation and the light that you would want. A lot of people ask to have the sunroof open, so I did have it open here. Headroof is still pretty good in this car. I can move the seat down way down. Here I go down, and you can see tons of headroom, and of course the sunroof would be even more headroom. And then if you're a shorter person, you could pump the seat way up until my head sticks out the sunroof, which we're getting close to. Let's just keep going and going and going and going. We're still pumping this seat up, still going. My head is legitimately outside the sunroof right now. So there you go. I am outside the sunroof on the roof. If you are short or tall, you can fit in this car. So I'm gonna put it back down to where I would have been because we're gonna jump in the back seats and show you the rear seat space there. Hey, it's gonna be tight back there and that makes some sense. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, right about there is good. So, but it is livable back there and we'll show you what that means. All right, I should show you on the steering wheel as well. We showed you the lane follow assist. You also have cruise control in this car, all your audio controls on the steering wheel like every other car in the Kia lineup, and your Bluetooth controls. You also have fog lights on this car and headlights. We'll show you them in a second. Headlights, which are pretty good with LED daytime running lights. So you also have blind spot detection on this car, which is right over there. So with blind spot detection comes rear cross traffic alert. Again, more features than you thought you'd get. There's your rear cross traffic alert. So you have, or sorry, there's your backup camera. And then what would happen is, let's say a car is coming from this side or the other side, we will get a warning with beeping and arrows shooting out from one side or the other, telling us somebody's about to approach on that side. So again, unbelievable features for a car in this class and something that you probably wouldn't expect for the price point. So speaking of price point, let's go out and take a look at what that is. And I'm gonna take your questions. Those of you that are with us right now, if I haven't earned a like yet, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but do me a favor. I'm giving you a half an hour of my time today. Give me that 1 split second to hit that like button and we'll keep moving on. And if you want to subscribe, we do this just about every single day. I'm going to take a little vacation in the next few days, but we will be back doing half an hour videos on Kia and Hyundai product every single weekday. So feel free to hit the subscribe button if you want as well. And we'll look at the car that maybe you want to look at if this isn't it. All right. I'm going to show you the car there. I'm going to see if there's any questions here. All right, you guys criticized me for the best in class. I see that. Oh, you apologize for criticizing me. That's even better. Get a Rio and an S camera thermometer. Should be a free incentive. Yeah, we should do that, a free incentive. Now that I've done this, free Nest something, that'd be kind of fun. Not sure if we're supposed to promote Google or not, although my friends at Google are pretty awesome, so. All right, somebody said I should do a Jeep review and I won't. I used to own a Jeep, I absolutely will. Going on vacation, thank you. And is Teddy coming with you? He needs a vacation. Teddy does need a vacation, but he's definitely staying here. I don't need to fit him in any of my stuff. You guys asked if it has the UO system. It does. We talked about that. All right, I'm not seeing a whole lot of questions, so we'll just keep rolling through here. We're going to go rear seat, trunk space. We're going to take a look at the lighting because it is pretty cool. And then if you don't have any questions, we can wrap it up. But do I prefer hatchbacks or sedans? That's a great question. Oh, I also forgot to show you pricing, so I'll do that right now. I prefer hatchbacks. That doesn't make me right. In Canada, we sell more hatchbacks than you would in the States. I don't well, in fact, I know for sure the Rio does not come in a hatchback anymore. So clearly the buyers have spoken. The other thing is we also have a pretty good Forte sedan that this creeps into that price point. So you can decide if you want a sedan in the Forte or a hatchback in this, or in our case in Canada, hatchback in the Forte as well. I was going to show you pricing here. Rio starts with a manual transmission with air conditioning, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth connectivity, cruise control, $17,295. That's a pretty good deal. Moves up to $18,495 when you add the automatic and some drive modes, which is just the sport modes. Then you have the LX Premium there. Pretty good value in this LX Premium. You get the blind spot, the heated steering wheel, LED daytime running lights, which I'll show you in a second, that information display cluster and the sunroof. And then you go one higher. You're still under 20 grand at that point. One higher and you get the car we're at today. Forward collision avoidance assist, lane following assist, smart key with the push button ignition, UVO intelligence, Sirius XM, and that. Somebody says the Rio gets nicer every year. It really does. This is one of those cars that is never going to be a volume car for us. Who knows if they'll even continue it beyond the next year or two. But it is absolutely right now a really good car in its class. It was already pretty much among the class leaders, but this is it. No roof rack, no roof rack. Although, to be fair, you can get the aftermarket ones that kind of pinch on right there. I have seen that on this car as well. All right, let's jump in the back seats here, and we'll show you why I like hatchbacks and yeah, hatchbacks. I think we said hatchbacks over sedan. So there's where I was sitting. Now you'll notice it's a long ways back compared to that seat. I am 6 feet tall. I'm getting in a subcompact car. The only subcompact car that I have owned has been a smart car because it was a ridiculous transportation device and I felt like I had to drive one for a year, so I did. How do I fit back here? Well, at 6 feet tall, I've got enough headroom. My legs are almost comfortably on the seat. They're a little bit up over here, but it's okay. And my knee room, I'm touching, but you'll notice they do something different. On all of the cars that we have above this, we have plastic backed seats right here. That plastic seat backing is great if you have kids. It's easy to wipe clean, but it is inflexible. And when you have enough leg room, plastic back is what you want. When you don't have leg room, you have, you know, you got to make some space to for some concessions here. So although I'm touching the fabric here with my 6 foot body, you do have some give there, which is plenty of room. And again, I could move up an inch. I could sacrifice that for carrying passengers, but this is not going to be 6 footers with 6 footers behind you. That's not what this car is for. If you got kids in the car, if you got temporary passengers in the back, no big deal. But can you fit a 6 footer? You bet you can. You can fit 5 people in this car. Flipping the car around, flipping the thing around here. If you do take somebody back here and their phone is dead and they want to call for help because they're in the back of the smallest car, you just put the USB in there. They can charge their phone. The passenger side has a pocket. The door pockets each have bottle holders in there, and it's pretty good in here. Again, I've been in a lot of crossovers where my head doesn't fit in the compact crossover class, and I'm in the subcompact car, and to be quite honest, it doesn't look comfortable, but to zip across town, to go for 20 minutes, half an hour, even an hour in the seat back here, I'm fine. 3 hours, you want to buy a bigger car. But this is really good for people who, I think, you know, let's be honest about who's buying this car. If you're buying this car, you're probably driver-centric. You're worried more about what you need than worrying about what the rear seat passengers may need. Maybe you don't take a lot of rear seat passengers, and that's probably what this car is for. The driver's seat, fantastic features for the dollar. All right, back here, somebody asked me a question. I missed what it was. Let's see if I can see it. Oh, I'm on the wrong page over there. I'll go back to questions in just a second here. I want to show trunk space here. You do have the cargo cover there. You can pull that out. You have 60-40 fold-down seats. The reason I like hatchbacks is if you had to go buy a dishwasher with this car, you could probably fit one right in there. Really deep floor here, which is kind of nice. There is an inflator kit underneath here. not a, actually the inflator kit's missing from there. We'll have to find that. Inflator kit's supposed to be in there and not a spare tire. That is pretty common on this class. They do that for fuel efficiency reasons, and let's be very honest, they probably do that to save the manufacturer some bucks. You could get an accessory spare tire kit if you wanted to, but if you don't, you've got all that underfloor storage that you can use. So that's kind of a good thing as well. All right. I'm gonna flip the camera back around. We're gonna take your questions, and I'm not sure we're gonna go the full half hour today. I think I've kind of gone through the car in a lot of detail. I do wanna show you actually before we take your questions here, the lighting out front. You have something that probably will not display well on camera. This little white horseshoe type look is a white LED, and when this car is coming down the road without the headlights on, you really see that white horseshoe look coming at you. It's pretty cool. The rest are halogen lights there and halogen fog lights down there. And they create those halogen projector beam lights. They create a pretty good cutoff. Let me just show you over here. So a fairly sharp cutoff. So you've got real focused light down low. Pretty good headlights. Not the LED headlights that I like to recommend, but again, you're buying a Rio, and at this price point, you're probably not gonna get a whole bunch of fancy LED lights, and certainly not with every other feature that you're gonna get in this car. So there we go. Let me just come back to here. Somebody asked a question there, and I will address those questions right now. Those of you that are still watching, feel free to hit that like button if you just joined with us. Got a few people on. What are the Rio's competitors? Well, that's interesting because things like the Toyota Yaris used to be a competitor. They don't make it anymore. Things like the Mazda 2 used to be a competitor. They don't make it anymore. Honda Fit used to be a competitor. They don't make that anymore. Really, to be fair, at this price point, you're comparing the compact car class. So you have something that's a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to park, and more features, especially from the driver's seat. More features in this car, really to the compact car class and the price point. That's where I would compare this car. Pretty good mileage in that class as well. So the subcompact car is kind of disappearing in North America, but certainly we're doing well there. Tell whoever to paint the wall. Yeah, well, the wall's painted. It's supposed to have the new Kia logo. We're gonna write Brantford Kia Studios up there. We're still waiting on that. And believe me, they have been telling that person to hurry up, but they haven't done that. Okay, what happened to the fancy LED tail lamps on this variant? I only see the basic tail lamps. Yeah, so the fancy, they used to make a version with 17-inch wheels in Canada. These are 15-inch wheels. And they used to have sort of the fancier lighting back here. They took some of those features out. Again, people buy a Rio for a price point car. This isn't about creating a Telluride that's smaller, right? This is about people buying, like the people buying this car, a huge majority are budget-focused people. So when you're a budget-focused person that wants all the features, this is the trim line for you. So they've probably taken away the LED rear lights as a cost savings measure to give you things that matter to you more. You don't care from the driver's seat what your rear taillights look like if they work, especially when you can have a lane follow assist. So if the choice is fancier taillights for other people to look at or the ability for your car to steer for itself, keep you centered in the lane, a lot of people are gonna choose that ability to have that self-steering, very much like Tesla's original autopilot is really what that feature is. So that's probably why you haven't got the same things before. And what else have we got? Planning to buy a car around $20,000, what would I recommend? $20,000. One trim down from this is a pretty good recommendation. You can look at the Elantra as well, the Forte as well. Those are three options right from Kia Hyundai world that would be well worth a test drive, well worth looking out, see if they something that you like. One thing I'm very careful about, just so you guys know, when people say, what car should I buy? Like, what car should you buy? I don't know what car you should buy. Like, my wife and I have very different tastes. We have the same family. We live in the same neighborhood. We drive to, workplaces that are within range of we don't need a, long range comfortable vehicle, but we have very different tastes in vehicles. So for me to choose something that's perfect for me may not be perfect for her, and same with that. Why didn't I put Teddy in the trunk? That's a very good question. I meant to do that. I think I was just trying to go back to your questions. Teddy Bear is my trunk measurement tool, and I did neglect to throw him in. Somebody says go for the Elantra. Yeah, the Elantra's a great car. You can check our channel out to see that. Forte's a good car. Rumor is that we're going to have a new Forte with a new name coming for 2022-ish. I haven't got any information officially on that, so I have to be careful what I say, but unofficially, that's what I think is coming. There's Teddy Bear in there. Is he squished this way? He is. It's a fairly narrow car. That makes it super easy to park, but he's got pretty good belly space. Teddy's belly is larger than yours and mine, probably. And he still fits well under the cargo shade there. And of course, you can fold the seats down and create all kinds of room for Teddy. So not a ton of space, probably similar length. Well, The Kia Soul might have a hair more length that way, and the Kia Soul will be wider, but you know, it's not far off the Kia Soul area. I should point out a couple little features in here. Both sides have a little hook like that. You can hang a grocery bag there, so if you have grocery bags that maybe have oranges or apples or soup cans that are going to roll around the car, you can just hook it up there on that side, or you can hook it up here on this side right there. You also have a little bit of a pocket here. You can put like a first aid kit or something in there, whatever you can think of. So there are some extra pockets in there. But yeah, good call on me missing the teddy bear test. It's that's not something I normally do. The reason I use my teddy bear, just so everyone knows, is so you can compare this trunk space to other vehicles. Actually, in that $20,000 range, the Hyundai lineup, I don't know exactly what the Venue starts at, but it's going to be not far from that. So the Hyundai Venue may be another option that you want to look at. The Venue's built on the same platform as this car, so something to keep in mind there. All right. Quickly here, somebody says the Kia Soul EX. Yeah, Kia Soul, I believe, is just a hair over 20,000 in Canada. So again, it depends if we're talking Canadian dollars or something else. But yeah, the Soul is certainly, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, I bought 2020 Forte 5 GT because it is a hatchback and has a larger cargo space than a small SUV. Yeah, Forte 5 is a really good car. Forte 5 GT is awesome. So there we go. All right, I think we are done with questions. So what we're gonna do is probably wrap it up here. Those of you that know me know I like to take vacations in the summer. There's two reasons I like to do that. I like to go kayaking. You can follow me on Instagram if you want. My Instagram is, what is it? Peter Kia Hyundai Channel is what it is. Peter Kia Hyundai Channel, those are underscores between the words. You can follow me there. I'll show you some of my vacation if you want. When I come back, we will have the Santa Cruz here. It will be not the top trim model. So we had the pre-production top trim model here last week. We're gonna have the one of the middle or I can't remember which trim it is, to be very honest with you, but we will have not a top trim model here to review probably, I don't know, next week Wednesday or so, if we can get that. So next week Wednesday, that's what you have to look forward to. In the meantime, I think we're going to wrap it up right there. I want to thank everyone for watching. Going to take a few days off here, and I will be back. So we'll see you again next week. Everybody be safe, and thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.